Hi everyone, it's Paul Lester here, and I just wanted to do a quick presentation here just for a couple of reasons. We've got the group here and we are getting close now. Well, I would say we will exceed 500 members this weekend, not bad for less than 2 weeks going. And we have a thread here for welcoming people. But when I look down it, there are nowhere near, not even 100 people that are adding new people to the group. If you are adding people to the group, please come on here and welcome them. Just put a welcome in their name, then we can see who's been proactive, who's adding people and who isn't. You won't see me on there except for right at the very beginning, because I am in Facebook jail. So that's my excuse for not being in there before we start, before you all come on and say, but you're not in there. That's the reason why I am out of jail tomorrow. So then I will be putting people in. Okay. I want to just go through a couple of things and as to why this is a great opportunity and why you should be adding people and doing more. Okay, if you're not already. Some people are, obviously. So if we just start this and go through it, and global e-cards and understanding what you have here. It's a global market, that's the first thing, and you're in at the beginning. Now, it's a good place to be in any online business in at the start, no matter what it is. But as far as this is concerned, I think that this, without any shadow of doubt, is going to last. And anybody in at the beginning of this is in with a very, very good chance of making a considerable amount of money. What I suggest you do is you watch Kevin's intro video again, which is the one on the pinned post, and look at the numbers. At the minimum payout, on average, you would need only 17 cards to break even. That's for your €30 a month. So that would be getting down 2 levels basically, or just getting into your second level. So you'd have 5 direct to you, that's your top 5. And then everything else will spill over, any more that you recruit, so you'll need 7 below them. That would then break you even if you were only getting your 3.4 winning cards, paying out $5 or €5. I put dollars there, sorry, it's euros, isn't it? Paying out €5, and that would break you even. That's not much to do. That's you getting 5, and then those 5 people getting 7 between them, of which some will probably be yours anyway that have spilt over. So it's not much at all. Now is the time to build your team. I've had a couple of people saying, yeah, they're going to wait till it launches, and then they're going to wait for the links and the videos and the website and everything else, and then they're going to push it. That's not the time to do it. Now is the time to do it, to get people involved, so that when it does launch, you're off to a flyer. You've got people below you who are paying, and you'll be winning from day one. Don't worry about the spilling over. Yes, there'll be people who sit there and just wait for people to spill over to them so they can, take the cream of the crop, if you like, for doing nothing. But others will work at it, and you're filling your own matrix anyway. That's the idea of it. You've got to fill your matrix down 6 levels. Here's some figures for you. Camelot, which runs the UK lottery, I think it's owned by a company in the USA now, strangely enough, and strangely the USA are not allowed to be involved with this, despite the fact that the actual printed scratch cards, 90% of the printed scratch cards throughout the world are actually printed in the USA. Very strange, but there we go, and they're not allowed to take part. So Camelot in the UK has scratch cards which make up 25% of their total revenue. So how much does that equate to? Well, their total sales for the last 12 months are expected to be £6 billion. 6 billion, that's a lot of money. Therefore, that's 1.5 billion is for scratch cards. And this is the UK only that we're talking about here. This is a worldwide opportunity, and this is just the UK. So you're looking at a market in the UK of 1.5 billion, and taking just a small percentage of that would be great, wouldn't it? Here's a fact for you. Scratch cards are the most popular form of gambling in the UK after the lottery draws themselves. So all horse racing, everything else, the bingo online and all that sort of stuff, they don't come close. Scratch cards are the most popular form of gambling in the UK. I mean, just about every time I go into a nicer store or a premier supermarket or whatever, the person in front of me, 9 times out of 10, are buying scratch cards. They buy a couple to go with the shopping or whatever. 9 times out of 10, they're always going. We've got reams and reams of them in these special cabinets behind the counter. So what's next? Well, you can sit on your hands and let others build your team for you. Wait for the overspill and make you some money that way. But that's not really the way to do it. You won't gain many friends doing it that way, and you won't make the sort of money that you need to be looking at, because you won't fill your matrix just on spillovers. So build a team yourself. Get out there, start communicating and build a team. Communicate, talk to people, post in groups to gain interest. If you look now in our group, in the Global eCards group, at the top, under the files section, click on there. There is a post that's been put there that seems to be working very well. Use that. Just change a few words, make it your own. I've used it and put it on my timeline yesterday, and I got about 6 people to join the group from that, asking to join it. I just had a quick chat with them on the messaging, explained a bit about it, see if they were still interested or if it was something that interested them, and then added them to the group. So like I say, message people, talk to them, and then add them to the group. Don't just wait for a comment on your post and then just add them. You need to contact them first and send them a message and get a bit of chat going with them. Post in the group yourself. That's in our group. Put some comments in there about what you've done, what you're doing. Try and help others. And if you've got any questions or anything, put them in the group too. And somebody will be there to answer your questions for you. Don't ask when launch date is. We don't know. As soon as we do, everybody will be told. You'll know as soon as everybody else does. So don't ask that. Join the chats, any chats that are going on, get involved. Open your own chat box with your own team of people below you. Have a chat with them, help them out that way. And if you don't do the above, then you may as well give up now. That goes for any online business. If you look at an online business and you think, this is great, I'm going to join this, and then you sit there and do nothing and wait for the money to roll in, you're wasting your time. You have to put some effort in. And now is the time to do it. Before we actually launch, get your team built, get your matrix starting to get filled up, and help the people below you to get their matrix filled up. It's all about helping each other. Please don't sit on your hands, okay? Just get out there and start talking to people. Let's get this moving. See if we can get 600 over this weekend. And that's it. As soon as I can't post this, I'll pass it on to Kevin and see if he'll post it in the group for me, and then hopefully I'll be reading it. Bye for now.